Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hoist the Colors.
Hello.
Are you gonna do that every time, Nick?
Yeah.
Just do a hello for here, and then in Gatewalkers go yar.
If I remember it.
What are you gonna do when Hoist the Colors is done?
He's gonna steal your
Canoe.
fate, I guess.
Because it's not like we're gonna have something different for Stolen Fates.
Oh, that's what you think.
Gonna learn
Little
French.
do you know, we've got a group chat where we're planning stuff, you know?
I'd hope so.
You do?
Oh no.
Silly, y'all. We do not have a group chat.
Look, I
We have a
generally
channel.
as a GM, I generally assume the players have their own separate group chat thing that they've created in the DMs to conspire and do things. As a baseline, I just assume that all the time.
The first time I tried it,
Generally
the world
don't.
conspired against me.
Yeah. Generally, we do all of our planning out in the open where you can see it.
Yeah, the
I
internet
also-
literally killed me for it.
I also really prefer conspiring where the GM can see me, because then the GM can see what I'm planning and lean into it.
And thankfully, my
That
back's
sounds
not
like
sore from leaning.
collaboration.
Well, look, I always generally think that there is a reason the byline for this channel is "We Are the Storytellers." I have always felt that this hobby is very much a communal effort. It's a group activity. Everyone should be participating in the story as a whole. And when you... As soon as I start getting into tabletop role-playing games and the philosophies behind it, everyone's like, just
it was
throw the
before
monsters at us, player. Just throw the monsters at us, GM.
That's what I really want from my AI GM that I'm gonna get going, you know?
What, are you switching to Wizards of the Coast?
How?
Yeah,
How
you know
and by Grok.
me. You know me in 5th edition, I love that shit. I really can't wait till they go to live service.
What's worse, I think I mentioned this in the Hijinks server. The recently announced book, the setting book that they're doing for 5e, or 5e24, whatever they're calling it, is going to be Forgotten Realms. And I'm just like, we know what Wizards of the Coast said about no AI writing. But they also said that they have decades worth of material to train an AI on to do writing. And of all their settings that they have the most amount of info for, it's Forgotten Realms. I am just so terrified that it's just going to be mostly AI.
To write about the Forgotten Realms. I mean, they don't even like the Forgotten Realms. They just sort of putting people in generic fantasy land.
I mean, look, it's not like hiring someone to do it would be difficult. And there are people who would do it for cheap as well. I mean, Nick would write about Forgotten Realms for Mother. No, Nick? Or are you muted?
Hello? He's agreeing
He's
with
having
you.
issues.
Oh, okay.
Are we good? Hello?
Hi?
We can hear you, Nick.
Oh, thank God. And
Are
anyway,
you
it's
okay?
Monster.
Monster? Oh, okay, sorry. Nick recently got a new computer and still working out the bugs.
There's some kind of antenna.
That's for the Wi-Fi. Okay. I don't need
Correct.
water. But how are
I think
we
chat
all?
disagrees with you on that notion. Hydrated. It seems.
It's not even that hot. Jeez.
I'm
Fine.
doing well. Started my semester, so you know.
Are you learning lots?
Yeah, you know. Chilling. learning
Just
political
chillin'.
science and economics. So,
It's two things.
hmm
I do like to hear about gnomes.
Gnomes?
Economics.
Oh,
That's a deep cut Discworld reference for anyone out there.
yeah, I don't read books, man.
Why not?
Hey.
Books are great.
Because I'm bad at it. I lose interest too quickly.
Look, up until what, like a year or so ago, I hadn't read any fiction in years, but I started getting back into Discworld, and now I'm just devouring books again. It's
Which is not how you read a book, but okay.
that's not how
Mm.
you read a book.
I mean,
That's how
damn, got me
Sunshine
there.
reads Books.
I have to pace myself with Discworld because a lot of the jokes, like the cadence is very similar. So I find they don't land as well if I'm in the soup too much.
That's fair.
So if I like give it like, a couple weeks break between books, then it's all very like fresh and funny still.
Well, I got the second in the Magician's trilogy from Lev Grossman, based on the series. Sorry, the series is based on the books, but I've got the second one there, and I'm hesitating reading it because the first one was just so cynical, and I'm just like, well
Cynical
written,
of what?
great
Good.
book, so fucking cynical though.
Matt loves his
Cynical
cynical
what?
media.
Oh god.
Good old
Look.
cynical Matt.
I've been reading Lattes and Legends, or Legends and Lattes. It's been fantastic. I highly recommend it to anyone.
I would say the book that I would recommend to people is the latest in the sort of like expanded inheritance cycle, that being the Murtaugh book. It's very good. You do unfortunately have to read the inheritance cycle for it to make sense. Which means that you unfortunately should probably read Aragon before you read it. And that is a con when it comes to recommending it to people.
Can I just watch the movie?
No, you cannot. You
But the
I
movie
was so
exists.
confused by that film.
Actually, I feel like you would have a worse time if you watched the movie than read the book.
But the
The book is
absolutely
not
exists.
good. The book is not good. The movie is still worse.
That's
Impressive.
kind of spectacular.
My
By the
book
way,
recommendation is The Hungry, Hungry Caterpillar.
My gripe with the book is, in fact, that I don't like the main character. I think he's very clearly written by a very young author.
Well, I was gonna say Christopher Paolini was like 4 when he wrote it, so
Yeah, he was a
so,
teenager, if I remember right, because there was a
No,
big noise
listen.
about it.
It's very self-inserty, like in Aragon, and it's so bad, and he's so cringy, and I hate him. All of the
I like
other
the not
characters
lightsabers. That's
are
my favorite
better
bit.
than him.
The not lightsabers are my favorite.
I do have to ask, is the whole Christopher Paolini thing like some sort of secret Nepo baby thing? Like, I find it hard to believe a teenager would be able to make such a successful book without
We
parents
find
who
out.
could throw millions at it.
How did
I mean-
Christopher Paolini get
When you read them and you're in the target age
So
demographic, they are very good books when you're in that target age demographic.
They
I
just
just
don't
think
age
that
well.
as I've become an adult,
Yeah.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
that
his
people-
parents owned a publishing house.
There we go.
Well, there you go. He's a bit of a Nepo baby. I will say, being a Nepo baby doesn't cause people to buy your books.
Now, to be fair, it was an independent, small publishing house, so still not guaranteed success. But
But, yeah, parents that can be like,
Marketing.
hey, we're gonna introduce you to people, and we're gonna publish your book, and we're gonna make sure it's on shelves.
They're still pretty good books.
I know. I still think it's like it got noticed. It would have to have gotten noticed. Like it's not any guarantee of success at that level in independent publishing, but so not super nepo, but definitely not your average 15-year-old.
Diet Nepo.
Yeah. Well, I'm reading Wheel of Time and I'm loving it. Quite problematic to have a fantasy that is so heavily gendered, but I think for its time it was doing some very cool things with the concept, I think it is a banger.
Is it one of those ones that does the whole, only like men can cast magic, or what was?
There's two different magic systems. There's a male and female version, and like that's the story. Like that's the whole thematic component of it. Is like how do these two systems interact? And I think I'm only up to book 5 of 15, but I think where it's leading to is the discovery of a universal magic system. Like there's just so many things pointing in that direction. So don't spoil me. No one spoil me.
Sorry, 5 of 15?
Yeah.
Aren't they like 1,000 pages each?
Yeah, they're like 900 pages each. Brandon Sanderson had to finish it because Robert Jordan died before he could finish it, which is the fate of so many fantasy authors. But yeah, it's finished, so that's nice. I'm reading with the podcast that is explaining all of the foreshadowing up to the point that you're reading the chapter, so it's like a read-along thing. And then after that, I have to listen to another podcast that's a reread, but with all of the context of having read the entire series, and it points out all of the links you might have missed the first time through. So it's an undertaking.
Interesting.
But it's very good.
If you think
like
15 books is a lot, Matt, you should...
Warhammer.
Yeah, the Horus Heresy does exist.
Oh, look, that's another one where I've just kind of gone, pass. Just give me the footnotes, please.
The first 3 books are pretty good.
It's like when someone's like, hey, would you like to get into this anime? It gets really good on the 100th episode. It's like,
They're 20-minute episodes. That's a commitment I can make. It's really when they start giving you with like, oh, it gets really good around episode 350. Like people say with fucking Naruto.
No one's recommending One Piece here.
Oh god.
Mostly because I don't think any of us have watched it.
Anyway, we have kind of rambled on for a while now. Announcements. This Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, we will be starting Rusthenge. I'm looking forward to it. Like, we got the Dwarf Down Under is going to be playing. He's going to be playing a Dwarf Ranger. There was
what else about that Dwarf Ranger?
Dwarf Down Under.
Well, there was actually some discussion whether he should actually play a dwarf or not, but he was like, no, I probably should, otherwise it's gonna get confusing. I was like, yeah, fair enough. It's all good. But no, we got another streamer on. Ish in a Box is gonna be joining us as well.
Woohoo!
Woo!
And yeah, we got people who are like pretty new to the system, so I'm gonna be doing some teaching at the same time. I'm looking forward to it. The players are super keen.
Pathfinder.
The vibes are great. Oh. But otherwise, I think that's it for announcements.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
I was supposed to go dolphin tagging this morning, but it got cancelled, so I'm very upset. But
Oh, did
I'm
you just
on
do whale watching instead, like you said?
no, the seas were too choppy. But I'm on an imaginary boat for the rest of the afternoon and evening, so
That's
the power of RPGs.
So, as I switch it over, who remembers what happened last week?
I got hit a lot. It was not nice.
Yeah,
I got
Alphonse
shot,
was the
I
tank.
got cannoned. I got stabbed from afar with a dagger.
Oh, you're fine.
I got stabbed up close.
It's everyone's images.
What else?
No damage. I don't know what you're on about.
Welcome. Gosh darn marshals not doing their job properly.
I was captaining the ship, so talk about not doing your job correctly.
I captained the ship and got it stuck.
I did not. I
I don't know.
tactically sat it in some rocks.
So it
Was
is
not
now
running
sandwiched
around.
between rock A and B. Yet. It's like managing to park your car on the street, but you've parked it so that it's only got 1 mil distance between the car in front and back. So now the person that has to try and get it out has to figure out how to got it in there in the first place.
How did this happen? How did you do this?
How am I gonna do this?
It's like how when I park. Don't
Wait, what?
mind me just fixing up, because for some reason everyone's pictures have gone missing.
I have disappeared. I am now Nachi, not Archie.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Everyone else.
Oh,
is
I'm
just
fine.
good, though.
Wonderful. Apparently, it's just me. I am the only one that's here. We chased down the Serpent's Tongue, and then we found some suspicious Void Right ships. And then we blew up some suspicious Void Right ships. And then we found the Serpent's Tongue itself, and they were like, "We're gonna fight you," and we're like, "We really don't want to." And so half the crew jumped off the ship and tried to swim after us, for some reason. And then I spent several turns trying to tell him to stop being stupid, and eventually he listened.
And I was executing an excellent plan to drag the ship onto the rocks if they did not listen to us. The plan did not come to fruition, though.
Yeah, all of you had some really great plans. Just one worked faster than the others.
Elaboration.
We were hedging our bets.
You did, and you were very successful. But yes,
One could say that we're gardeners.
I could call you secret cops if you like.
Come again?
I could start calling you secret cops.
No. 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 No.
I
No.
would
No. No. No.
add
No.
That I'm really glad that we aren't enforcing the council's decisions here with this guy, because then we might be construed as sort of officers of enforcement for the council.
We don't work for the council.
It's good. I know. That's why I'm
Yet.
excited that we aren't enforcing their will with this guy, because I don't want to be a cop.
We're not on their payroll.
You're not.
I mean, objectively, they do pay me for all the flags I bring them.
No. 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 No.
That's
No.
a
Johnny
bounty.
pays us. Johnny pays us, and if Johnny gets paid by the council, that's his own prerogative.
Sam can only play secret cops. Oh.
No. No. No.
Is this because of Season of Ghosts? I think so. But
Oh
look,
God, it is.
Stolen Fates, you're not cops. So that'll be
We
good.
better not
I don't-
be cops, Matt. We better
want
not
to-
be.
I want to believe you, Matt. But 3 out of 3 Pathfinder adventure paths I've played have been me being a secret cop.
I think you're, by the looks of things, you're going to be anime protagonists anyway, so...
I wasn't
Isn't
an
that
anime
every
protagonist in the literal anime protagonist show. Like, we were playing a slice of life, and yet somehow I wasn't a protagonist in the slice of life. I became a secret cop.
It's because you didn't have a harem.
Oh my God, is that the next anime to come out?
The next anime?
This-
or the next adventure path?
This was supposed to be a slice of life, but it turned out into an investigation.
Oh, that would be hilarious. Just an anime that presents itself as like a slice of life harem anime, and it just turns into a full shonen anime.
Nichijou Ghosts.
I think that'd be hilarious. Anyway! But, after some discussion, you don't so much maroon Captain Asher as you're able... Well, what was the plan, actually? Instead of putting words in the player's mouths.
Maroon Captain Asher.
I believe we wanted to maroon Flump, if we could.
Fire out of a cannon.
Maroon implies that he's left there to die. I think this is more of a forced retirement.
Yeah, from what I remember, it was like we're gonna give him like a yacht, or just like a small ship.
A dinghy.
Yeah, he can basically just go wherever if he wants to. If he wants to have a smaller crew, have a different ship, then that's fine. But I don't think having his existing ship, him being the captain of, bodes particularly well for him or his crew.
Well, no. But essentially, this will be exile for him. Not that he minds. Because he was kind
Where's
of...
Eggs Isle? Is this Egg Isle?
I'm getting out-punned here. I don't know how I feel about this.
I think it's this one.
No, this one's definitely more egg-shaped.
Ooh, maybe
just-
maybe Egg's Isle is like those two little blobs right there.
That suspicious-looking
That's-
blob right there.
That's just a chode. This one is Exile.
Oh, because it's like a maroon person with a big beard.
No, because he's an egghead.
Ah, I see. I see. And this chat is why I usually take away the player's options to draw.
Counterpoint, you wouldn't have so many funny things on this screen if you didn't let us draw.
Yeah, like, check out that Sevagoth.
See, the hilarious thing is for Gay Walkers, I've actually set up a scene called Drawing Paper. You know, just in case we need it in the future for like some drawing plans and stuff like that. But
This is all canonical, because this is all just Sunshine scribbles.
notations, maybe?
Scribbles. Scribbles is accurate.
Scribbles.
Well,
This is extremely canonical and does feature prominently on Sunshine's maps.
what is your problem with Womp? That's something we will have to unpack at the end of this campaign.
Competes for the little guy TM slot on the party.
But he's
Mosh loves
medium-sized!
Womp. Mosh thinks
Exactly,
Womp is
that's-
great.
That's the issue.
Eyes.
It's you're dividing your attention across Womp and not devoting it all to Sunshine. He's getting jealous.
Oh, okay. I
Mm.
see. God. Well, you're able to give Captain Asher a dinghy and some supplies, as is tradition. Do you have any parting words for him?
Go on, yeet.
Yeah, just
Fuck off.
chill. Chill, my guy. Maybe come back as Captain, Hasher later or something, and then just have a smaller ship.
I hear that
Grow a
if you
beard.
put like a little mustache on, it completely confuses people as to your identity.
But
Mm-hmm.
can we ever grow mustaches?
Alex did.
A dead flump is Sunshine's maker's mark? Oh god. This is just getting grisly. He gives a slight salute to all of you and takes off on the dinghy.
Ooh, I've got another ship now.
Strangely enough, none of the other crew really want to join him in this. There's this
Yeah.
kind of understanding that he is sailing into retirement. And
Hi,
isn't
Lieutenant
full
Dan.
time.
I do think that probably the Medusa lady has claim on this boat.
Yeah,
if we're
that's,
being technical.
that's exactly where we're going next.
Okay.
Well, she was retrofitting a Crown Interceptor that they took over.
So we're gonna go see Tycho. And hopefully she's not gonna make us go through all these stupid trials just to see her again.
That'd be fun.
Hi, we want to talk. Do my trials first.
I have
make
set
up
up this obstacle course. You must go through it first before you can speak to me.
I think that if she tries to make us do trials again, we should probably just, like, wait on the outside and just, like, wait till she comes to us.
Yeah, wait till it's supper time and then just go, hi, we've been invited for supper.
I'm hungry. I want to go. Players bullying NPCs. What is this? Well,
Pathfinder.
sailing back to Snakehead Island is not difficult. You've been there a couple of times.
Yeah,
now.
it's not difficult.
I'm
It's
not even gonna make you
difficult.
roll. Jeez.
I'm gonna.
Just to flex?
I'm gonna.
You know what the hilarious thing is? That is just a success by level.
Yeah, I don't care. I just know that I've succeed on, like, everything except a nat 1.
The true escapism of role-playing games. Oh, I made myself sad. Now! So what's the plan? Give her the fork serpent?
Well, talk to her. Tell her what's happened. Tell her the story. Then, if she wants to take the forks up, and she can. If she wants to hand it over, then sweet, we've got another ship.
Well,
that will immediately go into NPC land.
She listens to your story for quite a while. And there is some nodding, and once it's all done, she goes, well, thank you. Retirement's probably best for him, honestly. I'm not sure how long he'll last in retirement, but it is probably best for him.
Hopefully by the time this all blows over.
As for the fork serpent, I mean, I'll take her.
Sure, I will return it and its crew back to you guys.
Though she looks over to the interceptor that they have, by the looks of things, only very recently finished retrofitting.
That was quick.
Well, we didn't have to do much. Mostly
Wasn't it literally crashed on the shore?
No, it was running around.
Semantics, Matt.
Actually, pulling a ship onto the shore was the traditional way in which pirates would do maintenance and repairs on the ship, because they weren't allowed to go into, like, professional dry docks.
See.
Oh, hello, bot.
Scubalicious. That smells scubalicious.
Bye, bot.
Bye.
See, Dwarf is so much nicer, he just times him out. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do with the interceptor now.
Oh no, I guess we'll take it off your hands.
Oh, I am gonna spray down all of the Fork Serpent's crew with salt water, all the ones that didn't jump into the ocean, and honestly, even the ones that did jump into the ocean, and then I'm gonna taste the salt water runoff and make sure that it's still salty.
You know what Sunshine is reminding me more and more of?
What?
A conspiracy theorist that was proved right. Like, the conspiracy
One
theorist
occasion.
behavior is still weird and kind of off-putting for everyone, but they were right that one time, so now everyone's kind of like, well.
He uses ocean spit to do it.
No cranberry juice here.
Everyone seems to be free and clear.
Okay.
You sound disappointed.
Except for Womp.
I mean, Wump is especially fine. As in, he's not
How
a
was
valid
Rollings? You
target.
said he was in the sick bay.
He was in the sick bay. Give me a medicine check.
Yes.
Or whoever wants to
Crew that
examine
has
him.
actual medicine
I
and the
believe that's
ability
a
to
lot.
determine whether or not he is ill or unill.
I'm working on it.
Hmm.
24. It looks like he sustained some injuries from shrapnel and cannon fire. And the rest of the crew that was with him during the battle, apparently they had some sort of scuffle with another ship that was trying to collect on some sort of bounty. And yeah, probably got a little bit
Unfortunately.
injured during the whole thing.
Was it a Voidrite ship?
No, pirate ship.
Do we know which pirate ship? Or is that just... It's an unnamed pirate ship that is now at the bottom of the ocean, so it doesn't matter.
Pretty much, yeah.
Very well.
Did it belong to any of the major factions in Miranda Bay?
Nah, independent.
Okay. Independent contractors. They were actually a adventuring party that that TPK'd because they got too big for their britches.
Yeah, the GM warned them, and they did not listen. As for the
I mean,
interceptor,
imagine that.
Tycho is happy to hand it over.
Wait!
Look,
What to take it?
I've got enough of it, enough to handle with the fork serpent. It's going to take some time to get used to being at the helm of her again, but it'll be fine. It's just going to take a little while.
You'll be right.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to take control of his Holy Mater, aren't I?
Oh, right, yeah. I forgot he actually had one of those.
Look, I'll be real with you. There's not many of them left. Because he'd been... Well, things have been rough for a little while. But I'll get in contact with all the captains and see what we can do about reassembling it, the Armada properly.
Understood. Let us know if you need any help with that.
I should be fine. I get the feeling you're gonna have your own stuff to deal with.
You foreboding.
Well, I mean, according to rumors, the Crown is on the way to attack Miranda Bay, so...
No, we're already on the way. We stopped them handily. The help of the Voidrites.
Yeah, no, I did hear about that. There's a lot of rumors. Do you want to clear up any of those? You know, between captains?
Yeah, the Voidrites are a bunch of pricks and blew up all the crown ships that came to attack us earlier.
Or have you ever
Then
heard
they
of
left.
this thing called an arcata?
Yeah, we've had this discussion before, Sunshine.
So the Void Rates make all their crew out of arcata infested, well, sort of larval arcata infested corpses. And that's what runs their ships.
Still feels terribly inefficient.
Or, well, I guess they don't do insubordination, and they don't eat food, so...
And you don't have to pay them. Like, there's no cut.
Yeah.
No,
So, as long as you can find corpses on the cheap, it's probably not that inefficient.
well, let's hope the Lost Fleet don't catch wind of that. Or let's hope they do. Well, you best be off, and so should I. we've got to do some fixing and repairing a couple of other things, but we'll be going in a day or two. You're welcome to stay here, though, if you want to have a rest before you head out to Miranda Bay.
I think that's a good idea.
Alright. Well, all of you are able to rest overnight if you haven't, pressed the buttons already.
I sleep in my bucket.
Is it a good bucket yet?
It's certifiably mid, I think is what we got to.
Solar Awakens well rested.
Good enough. Good enough is what the bucket currently is. Oh, look, I have no daily preparations.
But your spell slots have been restored.
Are we presuming to get the +2 potency runes on weapons? With the earnings from completing the chapter of 1,000,000 gold.
I think we do have to go back to Miranda Bay to get the +2s. Although, actually, I technically can craft them given enough downtime.
What, like 4 days?
I don't know,
No.
enough downtime. I think it
16
takes it takes like 8 million.
It'll be at least 8 days.
Unless you got the
Pretty sure it's-
formula. If you got the formula, it only takes a day.
I don't
least
have the
8
formula.
days.
Either way.
Then you've got all the cost-cutting exercises, and that takes even longer.
Anyway, does anyone want to do anything specific on the way there?
On the way to Miranda Bay.
How do I discover my new weapon, or is that something that's gonna pop up at some point?
What
It's
new
actually Kyo who gives it to you.
Oh, very cool. I don't know how happy I am about the base D8 die for the melee, but
It's all
We'll see
balanced,
how we
I
go.
swear.
I know. But how often is Mosh going to be using the shooty shoot part of it? So
It's definitely
I'll
an
have a
option.
think. I'll have a think. It's an option. It's very cool. It's got a bulk of 3, which doesn't bother me too much, but that's
I didn't think it would.
a big weapon.
It's a big weapon.
It's got like 10 feet of chain attached to it. Remember that.
Sunshine
feet, something like
would before we go underway to Miranda Bay, he'll go to Archie and go, Captain, so I was just wondering, who do you think is gonna be put in charge of that interceptor?
Some new crew we find. Maybe Rumpug. Woof doof.
But who would you want at the helm? Sort of giving commands and stuff. Sunshine is very not subtly trying to suggest that he should be the one in charge of
I
this
know.
second ship.
I think Wendy could do with some time off this one. Wendy looks like she could run the Interceptor quite well, based on how she ran the Interceptor on the last venture. When we tried to steal a ship and almost got away with stealing them all.
I will point out that part of the reason Wendy joined the crew is she wanted experience so she could eventually captain her own ship. And she was quite
There you
open
go.
about that.
Yeah, and we've done Wendy's loyalty mission, so she doesn't need to be on the ship anymore.
Sunshine,
what?
Sunshine just sort of like the skittering mask is sort of all of the legs stick out, wiggle a bunch, and then he walks away.
This is where we don't tell Sunshine about the fact that Archie doesn't want him on another ship, because he needs him to do silly things here.
Aww.
Like poke the baddies, and skitter, and steal arm bracelets off of squids.
I mean, eventually you will have to let Sunshine go, Captain.
Yeah, at the end of the adventure, obviously.
Obviously. Eventually,
No
however,
early marks permitted.
no early marks. We're not in primary school anymore.
No.
Well, eventually you will return to Miranda Bay. And there are no real celebrations when you return. Asher had something of a positive reputation within the Bay.
I don't know, I bet my homie Echo Rattle's celebrating that I'm back.
I mean, kind of. You get him into trouble every time you get together.
Listen, I
Unfortunately.
think I get him out of trouble every time we're together.
Look. It depends on who's telling the story, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
And one of you is a bard.
Oh.
I'm trained in occultism.
But eventually you will all be, well, more to the point, you, Captain Archie, will be called in from the council.
Man.
Because
What do they want this time?
Because they need to start making war plans.
Alright, the guests will come help them.
I mean, you don't have to. You could sail off into the distance.
Hey, there's
By
this
the
cool
way-
bar I know.
When we get back to Miranda Bay, I'm just gonna start putting out feelers, for
Ew.
that one, landlord guy, property real estate developer, that guy.
Oh, give me a diplomacy or society check.
I will give you a society check. Do you think this counts as tracking him?
Kind of?
So can I make him my hunted prey?
I mean, you can make him your hunted prey anyway, but yeah, go for it.
No, I have to be either able to see or tracking them. And would this be a recalling knowledge check?
Gather information.
Then the point is moot. There we go. No. I would like to hero point that one.
Oh, your hero pointing gather information check.
Absolutely, I hate this guy. He's my arch nemesis.
I thought that was Womp.
Right after Womp.
There's a line, okay? It's a list. Instead of
And
names,
that
it's just
wait,
terrible
where is he?
depictions.
Where is he? And that Quatoid, he's on the list too.
One water elemental.
I hate
After
him.
some inquiries and asking around, you find out he's actually been apprehended.
Oh, cool. Is he in prison?
Well, Miranda Bay doesn't really have a prison.
Oh, is he hanging from gallows?
No. He has been sequestered to one of the captain's brigs.
I'm gonna pay him a visit once we're done with this council thing.
But apparently he was apprehended by the council, as in the council had him arrested because of things that have been reported to them. Like all the shit he's been up to. Including trying to assassinate people, or to have people assassinated. And, you know, working with the crown.
I'm really upset about the fact that he tried to have me assassinated, so.
It's fine, you'll get over it, I'm sure.
All he had to do was touch you with Roundup, and then it would have succeeded.
Would Roundup work on a seaweed?
Probably.
Anyway.
I do think I do take the extra damage from Tree Razor's magical sword. Because I have the plant trait.
Oh, I need to send that to you.
Oh, that's right. We're getting a Tree Razor adventure, aren't we?
Anywho, sorry, I interrupted.
You're right. I'm just dragging someone's token back. As we go. You're out there?
Never better.
God damn it, Nick.
Or never butter.
Oh, man.
Oh, wow,
Why have
okay.
you positioned the camera exactly like that?
Oh, wow, okay. I gotta say, Nick, you're pretty talented when it comes to this style of drawing.
Everyone's got to have their things.
Like, I don't think I could do better.
Give it a shot,
Anyway.
it's fun.
Captain Archie, stepping
That's
before the
him.
council.
Uh-oh.
What's the uh-oh for?
I don't step, Matt. I stride.
So you can get hit by the reactive strikes? I see.
They're not close enough.
All the captains are in attendance. Of course, Asher's seat is now empty. And Miranda has taken up her position on the council as well. As
Yay.
you enter, Grey Nuatar kind of gestures to the empty chair for you, Archie. With some
Put
raised eyebrows
sunshine in
from the
it.
others.
The ultimate sign
Oh.
of disrespect.
the temptation. Oh my god.
Sunshine wanted a
Just
promotion!
Just put you in the chair just as, like, not even as an admiral, just as a booster seat. So that you can see everyone.
Well, yeah, it's because you keep putting me on the table, you know?
It's getting grubby, jeez.
Man, God, it's such a hard choice. Oh. Okay. For the sake of natural story progression, I'll go sit down.
I mean, you don't have to.
I'd like to have it known on record. I absolutely want to put Sunshine in the seat and just stand next to it.
You take the seat, and there's no arguments. Nuata, for his part, grins widely, his draconic teeth showing. Boss says, well, now that we're all in attendance, and all those other unfortunate matters have been dealt with, he kind of looks over to you, Archie, and says, they have been dealt with, right?
Yep. I've returned the Serpent's Tongue to Tycho and his crew. Well, we just dealt with Asher directly. His crew remain unharmed and have been returned with the ship to Tycho. And then Tycho's gonna go find out about the rest of their ships. Do you want me to do a thing for this? Because I have a thing for this.
I am going to say
Or at
deception.
least I did. No, fuck you.
Half truths? Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, make a request. Oh, wait, yeah. Attempt to lie using diplomacy. There we go.
Yeah, I'll use your diplomacy. Your diplomancy.
Diplomancy, hoy! Do you want this? You know, let's do this.
To your public, like,
No.
Well, guess what?
I rolled a natural 20.
You did it. But it
Damn
was
it.
close. Rolling an 18 for 41. No one really argues with your point. You're not entirely sure whether it's a case of they don't trust you or if it's just they don't really want to look into it further. But they are satisfied with your explanation.
I can point to them all the stab marks I've got from it.
Sometimes it's the captain's duty to take the hits.
Pass?
The undead pirate kind of gestures to the many injuries that he probably sustained in life.
Isn't he just a bag of bones?
Essentially, but there's still damage to his bones.
Look after his bones,
breaks.
Belle.
It's not like he can drink
Or
milk.
calcium. Yes, he can.
Have you not seen Pirates of the Caribbean: Curse of the Black Pearl? They absolutely can drink things. How effective it is, irrelevant.
Just makes these
All he has
too
to do-
soggy.
All he has to do is marinade in milk. And then something, mineral, deposition.
Well, there's a story idea for someone. A skeleton who does the whole Cleopatra bathes in milk thing. Yeah, milk bath. There we go. Continuing.
It's like a reinforcing rune, but for your bones.
So, with Asher dealt with, Tycho's going to be bringing the Snake's Head Armada back into the fold.
So she's saying.
Well, that's good enough for me. Because honestly, we kind of need some successes right now.
What do you call that? 41, my dude? I mean,
We're having troubles with the... Well, I'm having troubles with the Lost Fleet at the very least. There is discussion happening amongst the captains how much we should really be contributing to this at all.
So they do know that the Void Rights want to use their corpses as an incubation pod for
I know
evil
this.
alien. Have you told them that?
I have told them that, and I've been discussing it. And it's the same with the Sunken Coven. Because they'll just take control of them. Like necromancy is a thing, yeah? So yes,
wait, what's necromancy?
With Leshy. So yes,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to drill that into their heads. To their dead
Wait, hang on.
skulls.
You're up here, Sunshine.
Oh, I'm on the table?
You're on the table.
Okay, thank you.
And it's not going too badly, but...
Sunshine does a quick doodle of like an arcana bursting out of a corpse that it has successfully incubated in, and just goes, "Art, you should show that to him," and hands it over.
Look, there is a
I
difference
put it up
between...
against Solar's face so that Solar can project it on the screen.
Like an overhead projector. Boy fix.
Exactly.
Look, I could show them, but showing them's only gonna do part of the way. Most of the fleet will still will still answer when I call, but that's mostly out of loyalty to me rather than any commitments to Miranda Bay. Otherwise, Captain Archie, I know your fleet's pretty small, and one of them's a merchant vessel.
correct.
Is it really a fleet?
It's sort of a small
Gathering of like-minded ships.
small gathering of like-minded ships. We've got what, 3 boats now? 4 if you count our old boat.
Well, the way the Fae are talking, you got a fair more boats at your command than that.
Okay, listen, this isn't a helpful description. I don't care about claws, I care about ships. Nope. Okay, this is all Google, this isn't helpful. This is talking about fleet vehicles. I care about, like, boats.
You want to know how many it's required? We have received a message from Queen Jovian. Apparently she is going to bringing her fleet in, and they're going to be under your command. At least for the defense of Miranda Bay.
Understood.
The tips, at the mention of the Fae Queen, the tips of Sunshine's leaves get a little bit redder to those who are very perceptive.
Otherwise, how are the rest of us doing? Captain Tear speaks up and says, well, the entirety of my fleet is awaiting orders. We're working on enhancing defenses for the city. We're particularly concerned about potential teleportation. Because if these void rights can teleport entire ships, then teleporting themselves shouldn't be much of an issue. So we're reinforcing wards to make sure that doesn't happen. And as far as I'm aware...
You should also probably be concerned about them catapulting Arcata into the city. That is a tactic they've been known to use a couple of times.
And that's something we're aware of as well. Aerial precision strikes is something we're good at. So we'll do our best. But we also don't know what they've been developing. Up until very recently, we didn't even know the Void Rights were really that capable of magic.
That's probably because of the sunken Coben.
I've known this since, like, session, 4?
That's probably what she's referring to. Like, we knew they were pact makers, but the amount of power at their disposal seems to be a lot more aggressive than we were originally expecting.
And they seem to have some anti-intellectual property theft mechanics on that, by the way, as well.
I've looked into that. Apparently it just decimates the body. It doesn't teleport it away or anything like that. Just no remains to be studied. So that's good news at the very least. A little unfortunate. I'd like to examine their magic.
Examine this.
Well, quite literally, if we could teleport entire ships, it would make my job a hell of a lot easier. Nuata says, well, the majority of my fleet is also here. We have a couple of stragglers who are still on the way. So that's 50 ships to the flag. Do we have any idea of how much the crown's bringing?
Is that an open question?
That was an open question.
Does Solar know?
Solar,
Would we have any insight whatsoever?
you might actually have some insight on this.
Go ahead.
You have a specific lore skill for this, don't you?
What? I for numbers.
Are you satisfied with that roll? See, that's a bit
Yeah.
better. You have a think about it, Solar, and from memory, the Old Crown Navy tried to keep a standing army or standing navy of about 50 ships as well.
Hmm.
Not including like ancillary ships. But you're also aware that the archives had about a dozen ships that they used as well, which they usually pack to the brim with their archivists and other casting people.
And say nerds.
I'll pass that on to my captain.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all. You're not sure whether the royal ships will be in attendance either.
And that was... Yeah, that's pretty out-of-date information, though. They may have gotten a lot more.
Well, we're gonna have assistance from Captain Peter, my boy, my bestie. I sent him a letter about it.
What did you do? Just throw a letter in a bottle and toss it
Yeah,
into the ocean?
Exactly that.
Red wing in the bottom and dropped it. Yeah. Yeah. To
And
make
just
sure it would
hope.
sink. Yeah. I did the
send my
same for
SOS to the
Fish-Eyed
void.
Joe, but Fish-Eyed Joe has got all watery for some reason.
Well,
Some sort of curse or something.
so the Empire has been contacted.
I sent a letter in a bottle to Captain Peter. He's a personal friend.
Okay, that's a little concerning, but I'm not going to argue with it. I don't expect them to come to our aid, though. They've got their own concerns. Once this whole thing's dealt with, we'll have to figure out what to do next. But either way, I do have good news for you particularly. I'm not sure if you heard yet, Carmine has been apprehended, thanks to some of the information you provided.
Carmine.
He's the guy that sent those assassins after us.
Oh, the real estate guy.
Now, this is Captain Bodden. The assassinations weren't as much of a concern for us. Like, they were a concern, but there's nothing, like, against the rules regarding that. But...
Well, I was just wondering if I could pay him a visit wherever he is. If he's still breathing air. Or water, as the case may be.
Oh no, he's still breathing. We're not going to kill him. I don't want him amongst our number. But if you want to interrogate him, I'm not going to stop you. He's actually below here. That said, when we did fight him, we raided his offices, and we found a good dozen Akata crystals in the bottom, or at least in his basement.
Bruce.
It was not a pleasant experience, but thanks to the information we'd already been provided, we pretty much just fled to the basement with salt water and we were good to go. The smell was horrible.
Ring floral gas mask.
Yes, if you want to interrogate Carmine, by all means. I don't think there's much more we can really discuss at this point.
At that, Sunshine will hop off the table and start following the directions he's given to Carmine.
Captain Archie, will you be joining for this interrogation? Players in
sure,
general,
I'll go watch.
will you be joining me for this interrogation?
I don't think so.
You're good?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't take you long to follow the directions. It's pretty much just taking some of the stairs down and a bit of a ladder. And you find Carmine in a iron cage. What you would assume is kind of up to his ankles in salt water.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably has been here for a couple of days. He is not looking as fresh as he normally would.
To start with, as I walk up to him, I spray him with salt water.
Squirt.
Like doing at the full hydraulic push, or
I don't want to hurt him. So, like, just under, you know?
he takes it and there's not much more of a response. Like, he doesn't stop bubbling or anything.
Well, with that sorted, hi, my name is Sunshine. I don't know if we met previous, I
I'm
sent
well
you a
aware of
death
who you
threat. Anyways, so you tried to kill me. And I'm really just sort of wondering why on earth you would try to do that, considering I in fact had made your business career, like I'd made like the deal of your business career, like a couple weeks previous of you trying to kill me.
You're assuming that was the only deal that I had.
So I'm just saying, it seems like a dick move.
And? I'm sorry, were you after some contrition?
I'm gonna pull out the completed work. And
I thought you were gonna say a thesaurus.
I'm gonna pull out the completed work and say, well, aside from, you know, just sort of, I don't like you very much, I would
Feelings mutual.
probably enjoy some amount of answers as to who you work for, and if you are not forthcoming with those, I do intend to cause you great physical harm via gratuitous amounts of violence.
Before he responds, Archie, how far are you away from all of this? Are you like in eyeshot or just earshot?
Yeah, I'm in earshot. I'm probably, like on the wall behind them, like 10 foot away or something.
Fair enough. Give me a perception check.
Eyesight.
Ears,
other people.
technically speaking.
Do you want an intimidation check from me, by the way?
I will get an intimidation check from you.
Can I assist?
He is my hunted prey, by the way.
You want to sit there, Mosh? Go for it.
Yes, please. Or an aid, I suppose.
Cool, I get a +2 circumstance bonus that I already had because he's my hunted prey.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I'm hero pointing that.
So much of this is going over
Scary.
Mosh's head, all this diplomacy stuff, so he just senses an opportunity to kind of glare.
Just glaring.
So he's gonna do it.
Solar, are you there?
Nah.
No? Alright.
Zola's busy doing her own thing.
Archie, for the most part, he seems to be holding himself Like, Carmine seems to be holding himself well, despite the situation he's found himself in.
Also, I would specify that the rats are out of the coat in this
Okay.
situation.
Are they circling like sharks?
Not yet.
Pretty sure that feat's under advisement. Sunshine, with your intimidation check,
Yeah.
he is a little bit startled by this. He knows that at this point, Miranda Bay doesn't have much in the way of laws. They more kind of go by the Barbosa style of things, where it's more just guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows death is imminent.
If he does not answer my questions.
So, as per intimidation, he is temporarily considered helpful.
Would you look at that? So, who are you working for? What made you, what's with this, decision that you've, decided to betray the Bay in order to, work with these people? I assume you're working with the Void Rates, considering that they found our cot, in your basement.
Technically, I'm working as a liaison between the Crown and the Void Rights.
So you wouldn't happen to know who like the people who run the Void Rights are, would you? You ever met them?
They never give out names. They're way too cagey about that kind of thing. It's all titles.
Do you know where their offices are?
I have been to their
Postal
offices.
address? A billing address?
Where do
think-
the like letters that they send you, where are those from?
No return addresses, I'm afraid. If they wish to speak to me, they usually just... Well, they usually just get pulled in.
And by pulled in, what do you mean by that?
They teleport me in. Or they'll send one of their agents to speak to me.
Alright, and so what do you liaise between the Void Rights and the Crown? Do you just like do the Void Rights just say, oh, go tell the Crown that we're gonna sink a bunch of their ships?
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Is he telling the truth, Matt? You want a perception check for that?
I do want a perception check.
Do you mind public?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. That's a 25.
He seems mostly honest. Like, you've already intimidated him. He's not gonna be directly lying, but at the same point, he's gonna be an asshole about it.
Yeah.
I arrange deals. I make sure shipping is active between the two. I broker deals, that kind of thing. And it pays well.
So, speaking of this payment, where's all your money?
Liquid assets. Property, mostly.
Alright, where are the, like, little papers that prove that you own the property? That's the thing, right? And I look back at Archie.
Archie looks over and doesn't see Solar. Nod.
As far as you're
I look
aware,
back at him.
for the most part, Miranda Bay doesn't really have deeds or anything like that.
So how do you prove that he owns shit? How are you gonna hold an asset if you have no proof that you own the asset? I'm just gonna move into one of this guy's houses, is what I'm hearing. I'm about to just start squatting in his house.
Squatters' rights is absolutely a thing, Miranda Bay.
That's wild.
It's libertarian. So yes, I have liquid assets, and when the invasion happens and they win, I'll get let out.
Well, I don't foresee that happening. I will say, if you do, I assume you still have some money, and it's not all in buildings.
Like gold and silver and copper, precious gemstones and the like.
Yes, that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Booty, as some may call it.
My offices have already been raided.
But I'm sure you have a secret stash somewhere, in case of emergencies and the like.
At this point, he is starting to look a little bit cagey. He's being a little bit too honest, would be the best way to put it, I guess.
Well, if that's all you have for me, I'll be going. Don't mind the rats. They just want a little nibble. And I will turn and walk away, and the rats will surge forward.
You've turned and walked away. Archie, you will see him immediately start backing up into the cage as the rats start to surge towards him, and the cage will rock a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I have... It's not like they were going to use it anyway. Do you know about the East Bailey? And the smuggling hole there?
I will hold my hand out and the rats will stop. And I'll slowly turn around. Enlighten me.
Sailing lore, for anyone listening in. You can do this as well, Sunshine.
I know lore of sailing.
Miranda Bay lore as well. Sunshine and Archie, both of you are aware of the East Bailey. It was a old section of the fortress before it was converted into a proper island. Mostly condemned, but it's well known as a smuggling hole. Tends to kind of pass between ownership on a pretty regular basis.
What about it?
Well, before I was... Can't really call it arrested, can I? Before I was apprehended. Thank you. Kind of looks over to you, Mosh. As if he wasn't expecting you to say anything at all.
Neither was I. I'm glad that was in character, apparently.
Yeah. He's a little bit off-put, and he goes, yeah, I had my men take over, and they've been storing goods there for when the crown invades. I don't think they'll be able to take it, however, or at least they won't be able to. They'll be able to send forces in through it. But you will find quite a lot of arms and armament there.
Well, thank you very much for your cooperation. Did the council request that I not murder this guy?
No, but I will.
Ugh.
Because I think it's far better for him to either drown in the ocean or for him to get to experience what an Arcada feels like.
Just from a general looking around setup, because I feel like I should explain it a little bit more. The council chambers are kind of built into on top of a giant masthead.
Mm-hmm.
And spiraling down is a staircase that goes all the way to where the water is. And that's where he's kind of chained up. And there's many cages that kind of hang from underneath the council chambers. Looking around, however, you see that at high tide, the water would get up to about his neck if he were just standing plainly in the cage.
Mhm.
So, not enough to drown him, but definitely enough to make a couple of hours very uncomfortable.
He's gotta fall asleep sometime.
Presumably in the, like, 12 hours between neap tides that is low tide. But, you know.
Does anyone have any other questions for him?
Think so.
Don't think so?
Let spring to mind. Matt, are there any other questions I had for him?
None that come to mind?
So I will sort of gesture all of my rats to come follow me, and they will. But Knees will run up to his feet, and just go like to his pant leg and rip off a piece of his pant leg, and then follow the rest of the rats back to me.
Chomping.
I'm gonna miss those rats, you know that, right?
I know you will. You're gonna get a bird.
Look, a bird I don't mind, just... Anyway. We're just getting to the end of the campaign and I'm getting a little bit nostalgic, okay? We've come so far.
What do you mean we've come so far? We're still on the same island we started on.
You've come a whole 10 levels.
I know about that. I was
Anyway.
always level 10 in my brain.
Aww. So, what are you doing with this information?
Oh, I was planning on raiding it and taking all of the shit for myself.
Yeah, let's
That
go
was
steal the
my
stuff.
plan. Yeah,
That's the plan?
that was my
Yeah.
plan.
We've got an interceptor to arm and
Outfit?
yeah.
Alright. Well, thanks to your sailing checks, you already know where the East Bailey is. And it's not difficult to find. It's one of those open secret kind of things. Like a large ship wouldn't be able to enter into the opening here, but a small yacht or maybe a couple of longboats. So major holes probably a little bit out for it, but small things, small crates, or, you know, collected over a long period of time is an option. But because other pirates know about the place, it's kind of risky to store anything there for long periods of time.
Hmm.
Hence why it kind of has that transient nature as a reputation for it. As you start to approach, though, and I'm assuming switching to longboats for this.
Yeah.
I was swimming.
Swimming? You will
Yeah.
hear the sounds of combat.
Hmm.
Oh man. Great Nortar listening in and he's beating us to the punch.
Can we see who is combating?
Just making sure that it's all good to go. Alright, it should be good.
Oh.
Looking out across the water, you see a large... Well, I'll just bring out the picture for it, should I?
Friend.
There we go.
I love these guys. They're so
That's
fun.
a swampy boy.
Oh, I love them so much.
by the looks of things,
He's a big swamp.
it is attacking, or at least is charging towards some unseen individuals. And every now and again, you can see the telltale signs of flashes from flintlocks.
Rad.
The
Are we
passages,
in?
the passages are a
gonna
little bit
be
too
in-
narrow for it to kind of squish through easily, though. So it's kind of a back and forth combat that's going on. However, although you're not close enough to be hit with the full stench, the smell is very prevalent.
Eek. What is it, Matt? What recall knowledge do you want?
I require Arcana or Nature or a relevant lore check.
Can Leshy
can-
lore apply?
They're not plants.
There we go. Nature. I'll give you
Just a
nature.
lot of long green hair.
Fuzzy boy.
28.
Friend shaped.
Why is it bread shaped? Solar,
What up?
did you want to do a roll as well?
I mean, I'm not good at either of those two things. Don't suppose it appears in any religious iconography.
No, really, no.
Boo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
tracks. You don't want to hear? Oh,
It's
you
some
don't have your
kind
voice.
of organic creature. Is it related to you?
Ew.
None of you are quite sure what this thing is.
Smelly.
It is very smelly, and you
Is
get
it
the
is
feeling.
it like
Yeah,
making any sounds?
mostly just kind of angry roaring. Like every now and again, it will kind of breach out from the water and try to charge at someone.
And that's not like in Fey. He's not like saying profanities in Fey or anything. Or
No.
Goblin. Or Susurran. Or Thalassic. or Draconic.
No, it is not
Okay.
speaking. It is mostly just making animal beast-like noises, angry growls and roars to that effect.
I am going to say in Fey, hey there, plant brethren. We are friends.
No, Archie well rests. Give me a nature check.
Okay. This is not recall knowledge.
Oh, that is pretty good though.
In Fey, by the way, is what I was saying it in.
You get the feeling it's not responding to your words, but it's more responding to your posture and your gesture. As it does start to make its way over.
Oh my goodness. Hello, friend.
Not at a slow pace, however.
Oh my god, hello, friend.
And as it gets closer, the smell only gets stronger.
Is there like an avert gaze but for smell?
Plug nose.
Hold your breath.
Hold your breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually it. I
Like,
think.
can I cast Slashing Gust to in front of my nose to cut
To
away
cut
the
your
stink?
nose off.
But,
I'm gonna walk towards it.
alright. As you enter its stinky aura, I need you to make a fortitude save for me.
Yeah. I know how this
Oh,
works.
I'm good at these ones as well. I can't wait.
There you go. I deserve that.
I mean, it's not a critical failure. You are sickened, though.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh.
Now, Sunshine, you don't really have a nose.
No, I absorb the air through the pores in my leaves.
Which is kind of worse, because you just absorb the entirety of the smell as you approach this thing.
I'm not that bothered.
You're getting a bath later.
I mean, your sickened condition argues otherwise.
Nah. Sunshine's had worse. This guy seems infinitely better than the Quatoid.
Hello there, creature. You seem to be not of the deep. You in fact seem to be in the wrong area entirely. Just sort of judging by your hooves there.
Give me a perception check, since you're close enough, Sunshine.
Yeah, I'll give it a perception check. There you go, 23.
23? Alright. It seems to just kind of bob in the water. It's looking as if
I'm
it's
gonna
kind of
swim
gauging
up
you
to
up.
it. I'm gonna swim up to it, no weapons drawn. I am gonna shake out the rats on the dock, though. So the
I'm
rats
very
are gonna
sad.
be
I'm
on the
very
dock.
sad for how this is inevitably going to end up. Sad for Sunshine.
Why
He
are we
just
getting
wants
a
to
new
make friends.
teammate? That
He
guy.
just wants to make friends.
I would like to try to pet the very cute moss moose.
Give me a nature check.
Pet the moss moose. What? And it's just above its hoof.
22.
It recoils a little bit as you go to pat it.
Then I will not.
However, you do at this point see that it has a pack. Kind of slung over between its back ridges.
Like a little backpack?
Kind of, more like saddlebags.
Oh, okay. Do they have, like, any markings or anything?
Not that you can tell. Earlier perception check. If anyone else wants to approach.
No, I'm staying well enough away.
So, like, is there, like, an area that is not filled with people that I don't like, that I could, like, try to herd this guy towards?
I mean, you could try to bring it out up onto the docks.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. Because he doesn't seem to be built for the water. Now, I know you're gonna ask that I use nature. I'm gonna argue that I should be able to use rat catcher lore, because this seems to be like some sort of AEST.
You know what? I'm gonna say yes to that.
Awesome.
It's a non-native species. Very destructive.
Oh, that's a 23 to try to coax it onto the docks. I think I should get a circumstance bonus because I'm trying to help it and it's uncomfortable in the water.
Alright.
How far?
Mosh, I will get that fortune save from you. If you're holding your breath,
Lovely.
then you're fine.
I mean, I've got the breath control versus inhaled threats, so I believe.
You believe?
Yeah.
There we go. You are now immune to its stench.
Matter of pride.
And now that you're close enough to it, Mosh, I'll get a perception check from you as well.
Would this be considered initiative?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're not
Okay, so
fighting
my
it yet.
my aura will
We're
not
making
apply.
friends.
That's fine. That's fine. Can I use my scope?
You can use your scope. This is sight-based.
Hell yeah.
Ah, there we go. As you kind of see this thing start to come closer, you notice the packs similar to how Sunshine noticed them.
Mm-hmm.
But you also notice that someone's gone to great pains to actually kind of embroider the packs.
Mm-hmm.
like with little applique flowers and that kind of thing.
Oh.
And embroidered across one of the packs is the name Lilac.
I'm just gonna say lilac. Ah!
Oh no!
I'm sorry for the stink.
I guess we're holding our breaths now.
As you call its name,
sunshine.
it
That's
comes.
its name.
And I will get the fortitude save from Archie and Solar.
Hey, buddy.
I don't understand how this works for me, but I'm not going to argue with it.
Archie, you're good. Solar, you're not.
Explain.
You take it up with John Paizo.
Yeah, no, I am. Go ahead, John Paizo. Work this
Explain.
one out.
You have olfactory senses of some sort.
It's overwhelming your sensory input channels.
It's clogging your intake valve.
Just-
It's like when my air purifier goes. Woo.
I want it
Whenever I walk into the
Warning,
room.
shutting down.
100% sense that Mosh would recognize the word embroidered on a saddlebag, and Sunshine would not.
I have my scope.
Sunshine can't read.
This is true.
Also, perspective. Mosh is taller.
I'm not convinced Smosh can read.
Well,
You just read the color aloud because that's what it was embroidered in.
Yeah, exactly. It's actually the name's actually like red, but it's embroidered in lilac. So it's like, oh, lilac.
I've done that test before. I hated it so much.
Awful, awful. Oop, was that a door?
Maybe.
My spidey sense is tingling.
How do we get it to not be stinky?
So, I'm just sort of wondering,
Yeah.
do you have like an owner or something? Sola, can you come look at these bags and see if there's like a return to?
Give me a sailing lore check.
me?
All of you can make this check.
Okay.
Now that you know of its name. I mean, someone got a 20.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that tracks. Archie,
Hi.
Stinky Cow, the name Lilac, you are reminded of a captain. His name is... I do have this written down.
Blue?
Captain Errol Stinker Jangles.
Sounds like a lovely fellow.
He's a...
Stinker Jangles.
Well, Stinker as in, like, in quotation marks for his middle name.
Right. But what's jangling?
Well, presumably his father,
Hmm.
considering it's a surname.
Bojangles.
Captain Errol had a reputation for having a pet of some sort.
Mhm.
He had a reputation as a smuggler and also kind of tended to stick to the coastal areas and would occasionally also do a little bit of swamp running as well.
See.
Apparently, him and Lilac were never really separated much. Hence, the moniker of Stinker.
Naruhodone. So where is he then?
That is a
That would
question.
appear the question.
Oh, there is no end to that story. I see.
Oh, hello.
Nope, that is a little bit too far. There we go.
Hello, sir.
With that, we will hear the cocking of a flintlock pistol.
Ugh.
The rats are out, by the way. Let me throw them down. If I can. Am I allowed to? Am I able to do that?
There have been some version switches recently, so it might have changed some things.
I can't throw out my own rats. Can you throw out my rats? Like there.
I will get initiative from everyone.
Wait, why am I missing a hit point?
Initiative
There's the
perception.
player stuff.
Can I use my sailing lore as my initiative?
You can use sailing law for your initiative.
Oh, sweet.
They're one over.
Thanks, Nick.
Boom, boom, boom.
I don't think Nick ever fails to one-up me in initiative.
I love cat.
Gotta keep you humble.
I like that they all rolled so badly for initiative. I thought I was gonna be going last for sure.
I missed goons.
Are we going to have to kill Lilac?
Yeah.
Nah, I think Lilac's gonna be on our side. Cause we befriended Lilac.
You've all stood in front of a beam weapon.
Just do it myself.
There aren't even enemies in the beam.
No,
It's only allies.
she's already named Lilac.
You sure about that?
Yeah, but put it on the.
Oh,
put
make it
on the
official?
actual token,
Okay.
Yeah.
I just need initiative. Oh, I'll use your earlier initiative. That's fine. You asked that question already. That's fine.
Oh, right. I can click the button. Got.
Beat you to it. As we hear the clicking of the pistol, all of you hear it, and that includes Lilac herself, who, at the sound of it, becomes highly aggressive. And with that,
Towards our enemies.
we're,
Matt?
we're going to go to our 10-minute break. Rest. Get drinks of water. I'm going to blow my nose and maybe make another coffee or just have a drink. I don't know. But we shall be back in about 10 minutes. Before we go, however, I just want to give a short thank you to everyone who has been joining us for this evening. Also, just for watching the VODs and stuff in general. And all the support on the scripted videos I've been doing over on YouTube. I'm hoping to have another one out this week. I was hoping to have it out a little bit earlier. But we're covering the kind of controversial topic of static item DCs in Pathfinder 2nd edition. And I'm going to be providing a little bit of advice on that. So, the editing for it's turned out a little bit complicated, or a little bit more than I originally thought it would be. But it is on the way. Otherwise, we shall be back in about 10 minutes, and we hope to see you then. See you soon. Hello, everyone. We have returned. Apparently the players are upset that I'm making them fight Lilac.
Well, Mosh has very little sentimentality, so
My point is, I'm not making them fight anything. They don't have to fight Lilac.
Yeah, let me just TPK by refusing to attack, Matt.
I'm just
You
saying,
got Titan Wrestler.
you got other targets. And
And
Do
I
we?
will be targeting
Where?
them.
I will
Where?
also say, from the GM side of things, I have a pretty exhaustive sidebar dealing with Lilac. And that's not including the creature entry I have for her as well, so... So, you have options, is my point.
vicious swing, I should say. That was.
Right in?
No, Lilac!
Mosh
Well-
has zero sentimentality. He's just, okay. somewhere, somehow, he sort of sensed that combat had been initiated.
Well, look, as
Um,
I said, soon as Lilac heard the clicking of the gun, she just went absolutely ballistic.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Marshman Solar?
Mosh and Solar.
4 piercing.
Boop,
Okay.
and Solar.
Alright. I think that's all for Vicious Swing.
No one used their channel points for boats? That is a lot of dice. Ooh, 87. Alright.
Wow.
Only injured. Okay.
You would kill one of Nick's usual characters.
That's very true. That's gonna miss.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Dumping Con will do that too. Yeah.
Sola!
First, I would like to attempt to purge my system.
Yep. Fortitude save.
Wow.
You do not purge your system. You still do not purge your system.
That's incredible. Then I will focus on Lilac.
Yeah.
And play some calming music.
Alright, I have to do a will save.
I will find out just how correct her. A lot.
Ow.
Oh
It's
wait.
the incapacitation trait.
Oh. Pretty good, it seems.
You attempt to send some ASMR in Lilac's way. Apparently it's just having none of that. Like, it's more keen to have the grinding of antlers against Bosch's body at this point.
There's this moment between Solar and Sunshine where Nick, the player, looks over at Juliet and is just like, I'm sorry, I tried.
Yeah.
Now I wonder, because you've cast it as a second level spell. I wonder if you had cast it at a higher level if you had it.
Don't think, like, even still, success went to critical. I don't think so.
Well, yeah, because it's a rank 2 spell as opposed to higher ones. And if it's like a level 8 creature and you cast it at an 8th, it would ignore that.
These are all questions for recall knowledge check, I think.
Yeah, it's not my turn, Matt.
So,
To your end.
well,
Yeah.
guess what, Captain?
I'm guessing. Wait, could we do
There
an
are
Arcana on this one?
goons this way, by the way.
I can't see the goons.
It is a Arcana.
You would be able to hear them.
Oh yeah.
Gooning.
No, I need this.
This. Do. What?
It's not quite an evidence.jpg.
You feeling heroic yet?
Oh. I just want to know if it's got a bad willed save.
Is that a Spec Ops The Line reference?
It's a SpongeBob reference.
Oh my god, okay.
Are you feeling heroic
Feeling
yet,
it
Mr.
now,
Krabs?
Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
Feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Feeling it now, Mr. Krabs. Ooh.
Hmm.
Hang on, I'm just gonna pop this out to make it easy.
Ooh, okay.
Now, for this, would like triggering phrasing wise, if I set the trigger as, oh, hang on, what's the effect?
It kind of has to fail. Ooh.
Okay, so if I set a trigger of the next time a gunshot goes off, and a directive of go outside and sit down, would those be like functional things?
Functional, yes. How likely it is of working, however, that's another thing entirely.
Well, yeah, like that's something that the spell can do, and if Lilac were to fail it, that would be what
I'd say
the spell
so.
does, yeah? Okay. Rather than me cast a spell and say something and you say, this isn't how the spell works.
Look, Lilac has... The creature in question usually only has one language that I can understand, but because I've kind of stated as a pet, it can understand the common language as well.
Oh, alright, it is linguistic.
Just don't
That's
get too complicated
linguistic.
with it.
See if we can just go for crit failure on fear then. Roar!
Roar XD?
Roar XD. And I will give myself...
Oh, wow!
It's not quite what I wanted, but it's close.
It's definitely something. As Lilac
Like-
is now frightened.
Yeah, because like casting command wouldn't work, because unless I use the language, right?
Like I said, she understands
Well,
common.
Oh wait, it's a pet. I'm an idiot.
But fear's fine.
It understands common commands. So if I told Lilac to sit, she would sit. Or fetch or something. Whatever.
It'd be down to a nature check. I have the DCs listed.
Yeah. That's fine. And I gain AC.
Her turn. I mean, she's angry. She's frightened. And just got one hell of a pick to the side.
Yeah, on my turn I was making it clear to try and shoo her out the cave.
Well,
This way, Sunshine can pick up his Cavalier / Beastmaster archetype, and then got a new mount.
wow, really?
Critical miss, Matt. That
That's a
one.
critical miss.
Mm-hmm.
It brings its antlers down on you, Mosh, but
I would note that Lilac does have a hero point. Specifically.
that is true.
Lilac's not a player character, so she can't have hero points, and Matt didn't get a villain point. Oh my.
Lilac's antlers, because I was already building up momentum for this anyway, get caught on the side of the wall there. There's not exactly enough area for her to maneuver. She is something of a water cow. But she is going to try stamping you instead, Mosh.
Yes.
See, that's why I didn't use the hero. Because I had a feeling that would happen.
She's a good girl. She's just scared.
You are getting that general vibe, Mosh, that she's just kind of rampaging around more than actually really having much heart in it.
right, Matt.
Yes.
I would like. She's wearing a saddle. I would like to hop into that. Okay, well, I would like to hop onto her and try to ride her out of the cave.
Yep.
Do you want an athletics check to hop onto her?
I mean, mounting is a nature check.
it's
Actually,
a
no.
nature
You
check?
are right. It will be athletics to begin with.
All right, then I will athletics check to hop on. That is yep. Oh my god. This game hates me and my love for this cow.
I feel like I should put this here. Where's house rule? No, it's house rules. There
It's
we
your
go.
commands.
Well, I don't know if I pluralize some of them or not.
Oh, radical. I'm gonna use that.
Use it immediately.
Yeah,
Shucks.
I am. You know me. So I'm going to hop on to Lilac.
Yep.
Do you want to give me the mounted condition, Matt?
That's what I'm about to do.
Yeah, I know you've got your little module and everything. Oh, let's go. And then I would like to give Lilac a command to run away from Mosh. And Archie.
Mosh can't see any of the enemies. He hears the battle music. What's he to do?
We
you can
heard a
hear
click
them
of a
over
flintlock
there.
pistol.
Oh.
Nature check.
I was too busy looking for my
Command an
script.
animal.
So do I get a circumstance bonus because this is also scary and Mosh is big and mean?
Yeah,
I
the
would-
will DC's lower.
I've got a static DC specifically for this. It's not based on its will DC.
Rodeo.
Mhm. Do I get a bonus, Matt?
You do get a circumstance bonus, but it's not because of Wash.
Okay. What's the bonus?
You get a +1 bonus.
+1.
For being
Mystery.
You were trying to build a rapport, I get it.
That's a 30, Matt.
That's a success.
Awesome. I would like to just swim like just off the map immediately. Please and thank you. That's
Just
where I would like to take Lilac. Sunshine is telling the rats to go to town and then leaving. That's what Sunshine wants to do right now.
Well, according to the rules regarding command an animal, by spending an action, you give her an action. So, stride.
Yeah. Just down. Or as away. And then
Into the void.
I knew it.
Then
Sunshine's betrayed us to the void rights.
Dismount?
No, I'm gonna keep commanding her to go away, actually, I think is the plan here.
Yeah.
Do I need to keep making nature checks?
Yes, because he's not yours.
Cool. Okay, +1. Do I still get my +1 mystery?
You do?
Rad. Cool, 26.
That's a success.
Plus
Then
one mystery because you smell.
keep going further away. And then my rats with their 1 free action that they get are going to run up and into those 2. I can't actually. I'm just gonna. Can I drag myself? Can you drag me back onto the map, Matt? Like Sunshine, just so I can see.
1 second. And drag you back.
Thank you. Awesome. Yeah, then the rats are gonna be there.
All right.
And that's their turn, yeah.
The goons! I was about to say something. I'm truly glad I pulled myself up.
Do it.
No.
Like a hill's hoist, they spin around.
No, it was gonna be like, goons gonna what? Coming
Get
around the
drunk?
corner, one of Carmine's goons.
Looks a bit necrotic.
And don't worry about it too much. I picked a generic one.
Well, he's gonna get doused with sea spray regardless.
Right there. No, I'm not using a hero point on that.
I am much smaller. You don't have it. Oh, wait, you do.
I do.
I knew Skrillor was gonna betray us.
He's gonna take cover behind that barrel. It's not gonna help him too much, but
Damn straight.
is amongst rats. Is going
Yep.
to attack rats.
Yeah, let's go rats.
Let's go.
Putting in the
rats.
work.
Let's go. Here's the top one. Guys, come on.
The miss.
Just once.
Miss again, please and thank you. No.
That was 3 whiffs for playing at home. Also gonna come around the corner. Taking a shot at you, Archie. That's gonna be a hit.
Rude. Ow.
But little damage as it grazes you across the shoulder with its shot. Gotta spend an action reloading. The other one with the rats.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shocking no one.
Oh, let's go.
Matt, please don't say shocking no one and then proceed to crit on an animal companion.
It's so funny. Roll
Because
the
that's
damage.
shocking no one.
Look, you know what the worst part is? Rust Hedge.
You've been doing
We have
so
an animal
well.
companion. Like, the Dwarf Ranger has a bear companion.
Mm-hmm.
Poor dwarf. I don't. Does he realize that what he signed up for?
Hey, look, if he doesn't watch my streams, that's his own fault.
Oh, the brine rats are fine. They've got so much health now.
That's gonna be a hit. Rolling good damage, too. Yeah, I figured that one would miss. Much.
Alright, well, guess it's down to me to finish off the brine. I mean, defeat the enemies.
Vicious swing. Still haven't taken any damage, have I? Okay.
Well, it's not my fault I rolled a 1. You
Ah, that's
have
my
a
turn.
hero point.
Ah.
Now you're good?
I'm good.
Alright.
Does the
Sola.
second remained now that the beast is gone?
Second will no longer remain, because you're out of its range now.
Hey.
However, you are not immune to its effects. What you doing, Sola?
Focus
may
on
be
that
muted.
guy.
There we go.
And shoot a man.
Favorite
He
spell?
does have cover.
That does not matter.
Never mind. Ooh, it might.
He doesn't have greater cover.
I also don't provide cover with my armor.
No, like he's actually taking cover behind the barrel.
Yeah, but just in case it was relevant, I don't provide any cover.
Double damage. That hurt. Let's keep it. Here.
Is this doorway pass-throughable considering he's... Or is it just... Is he
can get
obstructing
through.
the door?
He's not obstructing the door.
Wonderful. I can't... This terrain is... I'm just trying to see at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's fine. The rats aren't going to attack you. You're good. So let's shrink that down. Don't think it's going to be relevant.
Okay. I want to go there.
I'm not sure. What you doing?
Is this... Would I be able to breathe on people from here?
Yes. That's going to be everyone, isn't it?
Yeah,
Probably
this-
not that guy.
Yeah, it won't be the guy in the back corner.
It'll
From
just be
this, at
everyone
least.
else.
Oh wow, I don't even hit Mosh.
Yeah, no, because it's like 5 foot in front of you.
Just bring that one to the rear of my space.
I need to zoom in because
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
I don't think there's going to be much of a combat left after this. Hopefully the guy at the back fails his save because I'm going to use explosion power with this. Please roll some saves for me. Oh, nice work, Julie.
Nice. Let's
No,
go
no, no, no,
back.
not those two. I want the back one to fail.
Yeah, I've got to target him. Okay. There we go.
Do I do that reflex save? For
Nope.
explosion power?
No.
It's
Where
not
does it
gone off yet.
explode outward from?
I can target it from anyone that fails the save.
Mm-hmm.
So my blood
That's
magic
3
can
failures.
affect.
Do this guy so that I can
Oh god.
get some damage.
I'm doing the back guy so I can hit the other guy.
Okay.
Sounds so disappointed. But I have to get that inline mod back working. And then explode?
Then explode. I just click the reflex save from the dragon's breath.
Oh, because he has to do it again.
Yeah, it's easy to do that way.
That's success. And
6.
failure.
5d6?
5th level spell.
Isn't it to 5d6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
half, and then I want to add 5.
Because the rats are in the center of the emanation, can I choose for them not to be affected? Oh my god.
What?
If I make you fail, if you fail on one of the breath weapon, I can put you at the center of the explosion of power.
Yeah.
And then have you not be affected by that.
Yeah.
Because you're at the center of the emanation.
Yeah.
Can I just say I really love what they've done with the blood magic for soldiers?
God, it's so good. It's so much fun to work with. Like the propelling one is so good too.
Are you done there, Archie?
That will be me done. A move and a swoosh.
Sunshine. As of this point, Lilac is just kind of out in the water.
Well, I'm gonna shout back to my rats,
Yep.
and they are going to take 2 actions to bite. If you can.
Yep.
Also, if this combat is still going, by the time we get back to Nick's turn, that exists.
Success, success.
Cool. So they take half of this plus 1 fire damage.
And we go that +1. And again?
Yeah, again. You can throw it to chat again if you really want.
That's okay. I got it. A failure and a success.
Awesome. And then damage.
This doesn't seem very Sunshine-like. Sunshine ignoring his map.
Off. Ah. And they each take an extra 1. Well, that one will take an extra 1.
And then I'm going to sort of just have Lilac start paddling for a berth that is not in the combat zone. That's my plan.
All right.
Do you want to command for that?
Give me a nature check.
Okay. Do I still get my mystery?
You do. It's because you're building a rapport with her. You know that, right?
I assumed. But I just like labeling it mystery.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
So you can
Do you want me to roll another one for my next action?
No, you're
'Cause
fine.
that is what I'm doing with my actions. Oh, alright. Yeah, then that's my turn. Is have the rats do their thing and then
I've effectively removed her
continuing.
from combat.
Lilac. Which I think is an economical trade.
I mean, with the way Mosh was rolling against Lilac, I think it would have taken another swing.
All right.
Yeah, but I like Lilac.
Taking a swing at you, Mosh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what? Why the hell not?
This is why that feat exists. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me. As you go into your adrenaline flow.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna take your strike.
Oh, yeah, that. Cool.
I mean, you don't have to.
Okay, fatal, okay. Crit. Vex. 4.
That he's so dead. Like, he is so dead.
How many hit points has he not got now? of them.
Well,
Honestly, I would start surrendering if I saw one of my people just get obliterated. One of my friends, co-workers, just get obliterated.
I was actually
by
just
that.
wanting the damage. I didn't even realize I could hit back.
I just want to get hurt a little. That's fine.
I just wanted to indulge in my masochistic fantasy. I don't really want to dish out the pain.
All right, this one. They kind of don't want to get bitten by more rats.
Oh, they can run into the blood spatter of their dead comrade.
Well, he hasn't taken a shot yet, so he's going to target Mosh.
Can he?
Allegedly, he can.
Yes, he can.
For 25 damage. And then he's going to... Nope. Move up and attempt to hit with his axe. Oh wow, now they're hitting. Wow, it's 2 bots in a night.
Jasmine. Bye, Jasmine.
And that's 17 damage for you, Mosh. As he brings down his axe upon you. This one. Well, they absolutely knew where the frost breath came from.
Yeah.
So
You
he's
know
gonna
what was
swing.
good for him? He'd probably not be there anymore.
He doesn't have much in the way of
Honestly,
options.
I do love enemies in TTRPGs and how willing they are to fight to the death. It's very funny.
Well, they don't know surrender's an option. Wow.
I would try it, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, there's nothing that wrong with parsley.
You know what?
What?
Run away.
He closed the door and ran for it.
Real.
Oh. Mosh!
Vaporize him.
I've got a few options, don't I? Let's do
Liquefy?
I probably don't need to do Vicious Swing if I crit. So I'll just do one of those. My crit specialization is not calculating properly, so it's doubling when it shouldn't, but that's fine. So I'll just put it in as half.
I mean,
And then this guy with second attack. And third attack. Oh, Jesus.
how many
Yeah.
20s have you rolled tonight?
3 at least.
3.
Makes up for all those sessions where she rolls like nothing but 4s.
Yeah. But also, like, this is where crit bill shine is against low-level mooks, so...
And on natural 20s.
I'm still alive, alive.
Not for much longer, though.
Could always beg for mercy.
Not
It's
their
a
turn.
free action with the trigger of getting hit really hard.
Is that you done though, Mosh?
Yeah.
Alright. Solar! What you doing?
I mean,
Gun.
but Archie set me up so perfectly for a beam.
Wow.
Yeah, you've got a beam. You
to the
beam on
rat?
one target though.
I know.
You can still use it. You can still
I'll
just
just-
shoot me with the gun, and I can just.
Yeah, just gun.
Just gun. Well, Mosh
Just
won't be
gun.
giving cover.
Yeah.
It's a good gun.
It's the best gun.
Could be better.
Double though. And with that, you have taken out the last of the goons. Oh, that's right. No?
One more we have to go hunt down.
Yeah.
At this
These
point,
rats.
Lilac will kind of come back over.
Okay.
And give a plaintive kind of mooing sound.
hmm
Like a mwah.
Owls
Mhm.
do zoomies.
I would like to pet Lilac.
You can pet Lilac if you like. But Lilac is
I
also
would
very injured.
I'm going
Hold on,
to
there.
call over Sola.
Don't mind me. I'll just shoot her with my life shot.
I'm a dead but
Arr. Well, it seems that Lilac here is a little bit injured. Thank you.
Just the one action.
2 action.
2 action. Aww.
Put it in the in harm assist.
By healing.
Dick hole.
I mean,
Does
No,
Lilac have a bridle or anything?
No. Has the saddlebags,
Matt,
that's about it.
when Sunshine was going over the various languages before, I just like to throw out Sasquatch and Russian, which I also speak, just in case it was trained in either of those two. I'm
Unfortunately,
hoping
no.
Russian.
I love that
No.
you took Russian.
I didn't know what else to take.
It's a valid option.
It's a stupid valid option.
It is spoken of in a region of Galarian. I'm sorry.
We don't have that region.
I would, does it look like Lilac is just gonna stay here if I go inside?
You get the general feeling Lilac can't really fit through these corridors.
Yeah. But is she gonna, like, wander off?
She's not going anywhere.
Okay, then I'll go. I'll go, deal with this stuff. Nope.
I'm a explore. Oh my god, there's so many channels. Matt, does it look like the footsteps from the other guy have disturbed a particular path of water?
Wait,
Did
do I
we a
know
survival
this
check?
map?
I've cut some of the sections off this map because it's a massive one.
Okay. Yeah, I was like, this is a big map. assume that the rats are following me. They're just a big token that doesn't play well.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna follow everyone else.
I'm lost. Oh, hello.
Oh, there he is.
Mm.
Oh, there they are.
Ah!
Nope, didn't pause. There we go. Sorry.
You want me that far ahead, Matt, or would you have paused earlier?
I'm gonna pull
I
you
would
back a
love-
bit.
Yep.
I would love for Mosh to have just walked up and gone, "Oh, I'm lost. Can you help me?"
And just shoots you in the chest for
Do
it.
you know where I am?
I will get initiative again.
Oh, it's just one guy.
What could it cost?
Sure.
$10?
Oh, are there more guys?
There are more guys.
Okay.
There we go. That.
They are
I
not
believe
sadly.
I'm no longer sickened.
You are no longer sickened.
No, but you definitely are smelly.
Oh god.
Sunshine's always a little bit smelly.
Smell of the sea. Everyone's like,
Sure, we'll go with that.
yeah.
Like a wet dog.
Wow.
I bet that dog.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
What do I want? Which of my mini weapons do I want to use?
I mean,
Let's unpause.
oh wait, I'm not in adrenaline flow anymore. 1 second.
Thank you.
Was that a number? No, just a 19? Okay.
15 on the die. 2 using add.
Well,
No, that's. Oh yeah, that was vicious swing. That's all good. Yep. Go. That's my turn.
as
Wow,
you
he's
come around the
alive.
corner and bury a pickaxe into him. Archie!
Hi.
Hello!
I will stride forward to. Hmm. Does a cone fit through there? It does.
You just gotta breathe on everyone.
I do.
Considering it.
Can't see round the corner, but I want to know if there are more dudes over there.
Well, I'm sorry.
Actually, Archie can sense 5-foot squares within a reasonable distance of his hearing because he has hearing imprecise sense.
Well, I'm sorry, but the
That's
roar
what
of
you
the
think.
ocean is countering that.
That's what you think. Archie doesn't have any ears.
They were removed for his sailing
Um,
talents. Sold them to a witch.
Where's my spiels?
The witch in question didn't want the ears, but he insisted.
I love the idea of like you going to a witch and she's like, I can give you sailing talents. And then Archie's just like, what do you want for him? You want my ears? And she's like, no, I was thinking maybe like some gold. And Archie's like, take my ears.
That's actually kind of weird. Why are you insisting?
Take my ears! That's pretty lame damage. Well, that's right, I'll bump it up with my explosion of power.
I mean, that's 2 critical failures. I don't know why you're complaining.
Yeah, no, but the roll is lame. Look at all those 2s and 3s.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're about to do over 100 damage to these 2. Yeah,
Can you roll those
108
reflex
damage.
saves? roll those reflex saves for me again, real please. See, that's the kind of damage I was looking for.
You know what? Just as a
Spell casting sucks. Marshals do way more damage.
It's true.
yeah, it's a failure. I'll take it.
I mean, when you scroll up to see the evidence.
I will never understand that thing. Never.
Listen, all I'm saying is that within the past couple of fights, I do think Mosh has done more damage.
Oh,
But
yeah. As soon as you have more than one target, it's like,
Exactly.
yes, area of effect.
Because Paizo loves their single target bosses.
You can see me. I do have a reaction. There are two dudes in a line.
Well, Solar, you did just see Archie kind of unhinge his jaw.
Pew.
Oh, you gonna relay that?
That's why I have it.
See,
Solar
Bam?
just turns one day and no one really clicks on.
And it just comes out of Archie instead.
Oh, I was just imagining.
Oh, no.
Archie sort of just like formed an arcane mirror that bounced the
Yeah.
beam.
Well, that's what Deliana does in Gay Walkers. Well, that's a 19, so
If
success
there
or
is
failure.
another guy back here,
He's not
like if
gonna
there's
be there
another
for
guy
long.
back here, he's gonna be like, I'm not going out there anymore. As he sees a massive cone of cold air and a laser beam, and then one of his friends explode.
Off. He has one hit point left. You have what action left, Solar?
All right. First things first. Sunshine is going to stride to
Oh, there are two more goons.
here. Ah, hello. And then he is going to quick draw completed work. And
Whoa. Did not mean to do that.
yeah.
Nibble, nibble. Well, he's dead.
He might live! No, he's
Okay.
dead. He's absolutely dead.
And then
Matt,
He
I
is-
think the flat damage alone was enough to kill him.
He is a
my
flaming
final
spear.
action. Sorry, I didn't want to walk that far. With my final action, I'm gonna walk in here.
And just lick him.
No, I'm just gonna menace him.
Just casual menace. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. My flaming sword out.
That doesn't feel like it's in line with the themes for this campaign.
What, my flaming sword? I love my
Says the
flaming sword. I got it in this
You worked very
campaign.
hard on it. Alright, this one. There. Really? You're gonna make me do 2 actions? Well, a goon is definitely doing something out of sight.
He's looting.
That
I'll
one
loot
on
him
1
too.
hit point is absolutely just going to surrender.
Okay.
Huh. Okay.
Archie has told me that I need to accept those, and that it's impolite to reject them.
Zach. Can be
some kinda
taught.
Is there some kind of like pirate convention or something about, surrendering people?
Probably not.
That's kind of bad, but that'll have to do. Alright, Mosh. If someone asks for parlay, you're supposed to give it, but that's about it. He has surrendered, so if you want to move elsewhere...
This one... Yeah, I can't see. I mean, I don't... Oh, they're over there. Okay, so 2 actions then, I guess. Hi.
Oh, hi there.
Hi.
I'm the one who didn't have the actions to do a cover.
Now he's going to be covered in bruises.
Well, he was the one from before as well. Wow.
Should have done a hide action, my dude.
How are you not dead yet? Okay, fine. Is he going to surrender?
It is possible, yes. He is below his threshold.
Okay. Alright, so move, strike. Let's be done.
Archie.
Okay. Well, I'll stride for my first action. I want to go this way. Is that a back wall or a
That is a
door?
back wall. Like I said, I have cut off sections of this map because it is massive.
It's a big map.
And many
I
encounters
will
in here.
stride again. I'll end my stride and interact to open the door.
The door isn't locked, however, there is a weight on the other side of it.
Huh.
As in, you won't
Okay,
be
well,
able
that
to
ends
use
my turn.
Free.
I tried to open the door and I was unsuccessful. Really? I have one focus point.
Is this the one that's not killable?
Surrender.
Surrender.
He's probably about to surrender.
Okay.
Potentially.
He has
if you
not
wanna
yet
shoot him-
surrendered, but you can still gun him.
Like, that was a suggestion, you don't have to.
Do you have the actions to do it?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I had to run twice.
Sola runs twice, points her gun, but doesn't have the speed to pull the trigger.
Like,
You
like-
can
like-
you can use your laser beam though.
There you go. That tracks. I'm pretty sure that's the same roll.
No, that's actually gonna frighten him.
Oh, yeah, I just pulled a gun on him.
Yeah, no, that usually does it. Yes, he will be surrendering. That's you done though, Solar?
Correct.
Sunshine!
Oh, I can just be
Well,
using
they
flurry.
seem to have the other guy well in hand, so I'm gonna continue menacing this guy. I'm gonna pull out my manacles, throw them at him, and say, "Arr, put these on." That's an exploration activity that takes 10 to 30 seconds. However long it takes him to put manacles on. So.
But that's your entire turn?
Yeah, that's my turn. I'm just holding them at sword point still. I don't want him to run away.
It's fair. Well, the one around the corner there. Go ahead and take a shot at you, Solar.
Oh,
You pulled the gun on his
I'm
man.
innocent in all this.
I've done nothing wrong.
Ever in my life.
12 damage. He's gonna reload and take cover. This one does in fact surrender. Mosh.
I will defer to the captain. I'll hold my turn.
But one of them just hit me.
Defer to
I'll
the
wait for
captain?
Archie.
Alright.
Yeah.
Archie!
Where'd that other gunshot come from?
Down here.
Cool. Mosh, you've got the door.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, sir.
See, I'm expecting you to pull
what
out like
kind
a
of-
depth touch or something.
Horrible spell should I cast on him?
There it is.
Gouging claw.
Paralysis.
You're right. Gouging claw it
Disintegrate.
is.
Blindness, deafness.
I think those are separate
Pain.
spells now.
Nice.
That hits.
That hits. That's a sorcerer's potency. Thank you very much, game.
Are you gonna make yourself immune to it? Oh, wow, that is a... Okay. I was like, you can
And
take
then
a
I
spell.
will explode! Emanating from myself. Doesn't matter. He doesn't need to fail the previous thing because I explode from myself. Yuck, yuck, yuck.
So it just takes the damage?
Please roll a reflex save. Oh, no, as in, like, he doesn't need to... It doesn't matter if I hit or not with the other one. Used myself as the target. Source of my emanation. That's a failure.
That's a failure, and he took the full damage. So he's suddenly not looking great at all. So what's the order you give to Mosh?
The door.
Get the door.
Let's move Mosh to there. And then we go to there. Mosh, it is your turn.
And I'm gonna swing at the door.
I have cast nothing but focus spells on these guys. And they've deserved it.
Mosh, please.
I mean, it's immune to critical.
Oh, good. Alright.
It has object immunities. I don't know.
Lovely.
For a
Lovely.
moment there, you because you said, it's immune to criticals. I'm like, so it's not an object?
It's an ooze.
Yeah, I'm like, is it suddenly an ooze door? Are those a thing?
Here's Johnny.
Mosh, you break open
Yeah.
the door. The far end of this room has caved in.
Uh-huh.
There probably was a staircase or something some time ago, but
Uh-huh.
no longer. However, it is packed very high with a bunch of crates and things.
Uh-huh.
There was something held up against the door, but it's completely destroyed now, along with the door. And also off to one side, and this will be as the smell of the room hits you, is a dead halfling in a captain's coat.
Oh no.
Ew.
Stinky.
Captain.
We're in the middle of combat.
Uh,
What happened? Why does it smell so bad? Who let the beast back in?
so that's I did vicious swing, so move.
Yep.
Then to action attack.
Turn's done. Solar.
Step. Do you still have that reaction?
Yeah, it's just a reaction.
Cool.
Every turn.
Beam.
Oh, okay.
Just unloading everything.
He hit me.
Well, gonna need that attack. There it is. Yep, that's a
Yeah.
hit.
I'll fire the beam then.
No, but that is
Still
below his
alive.
surrender threshold. Archie, if you're happy
Neat.
for him to surrender,
Yeah, if he drops his guns.
he will be doing it on his turn, because Sunshine's pretty much made it clear that they're going to just be being menacing.
I'm holding this guy at sword point while he puts on these manacles, yeah. I mean, they seem to have those other guys well under control, so...
Well, the
I
three
like
goons
using
that
focus
remember,
spells.
that remain, have surrendered. They're
This
not gonna
one's
die for this.
manacled. He's manacled.
By all means,
And I'm
Captain
gonna
Archer.
tie
Go
a
check out what's going
portion
on
of
over
my
there.
any length rope. I'm gonna get probably like a 6 foot length of rope, and I'm gonna tie it to the manacles so I can have like a little leash, so I can make him follow me.
Solar, what were you saying?
What did Sola say?
Captain Archibald, I believe you were needed over there.
Oh. Why does Sunshine smell so bad? Alright, what's through this?
I've always smelled like
Why does it
this.
smell so bad like sunshine? I hold my breath.
Yep. Inside this room, Machi, the corpse, as I described it before, seems to have... Really?
He went for his gun.
Captain's gone away. Beam.
We're
I
pirates,
tried
aren't
to
we?
stop him.
I turn to the one
So
I've
anyway.
got on a leash and I go, let that be a lesson to you.
Lesson well learned. Archie,
You
up
should
high
spray
this
him
room
down.
I am gonna spray these guys down.
are a collection of crates. All of them are bearing crests from the crown. I'll get a society check from you, though.
I can do one of those. Oh, I'm a wait, should I?
Hmm?
I feel like I shouldn't be a master in society.
I mean, that will be a critical success. Unfortunately, I don't really
I think
have...
something's gone wrong here.
It's all good.
I think it makes sense for Archie to be a master in society.
We'll just roll with it.
Like I said, upon these crates are the crown insignias, but in particular, these ones are specifically for the royal family.
Ooh.
The weapons and armor in these crates would be from the royal family's personal armories.
What are they doing all the way out here then?
Boop.
Ooh, goodies!
Ooh. Let me see the loot. Ooh, a +2 striking longsword.
4 of them.
4 of them? Wild.
I immediately put this on.
That's fair. The longswords in particular for you, Archie, they're officer swords. So
Nice.
usually given to high-ranking officers in charge of strike forces or that kind of thing.
I would like to rip the +2 rune off of one of them like a Pokeball and put it on my completed work.
But
You
it's
will
a
have
completed work. You don't need to complete it anymore.
Oh, just you wait until I get enhanced work.
Otherwise, with the exception of the Cloak of the Bat as well.
Can I have the Cloak of the Bat, guys?
No. You
Okay.
don't maneuver in flight. You don't glide. You don't
stealth.
fly.
I stealth.
Like, what do you think you are? Some sort of sneaky, glidey thing?
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm just imagining
taking it.
Sunshine in like what is essentially now a cape and cow.
He can turn into a rat now. Well, he can turn into a bat. Sorry,
Yeah, that's
But I
like
feel
It's
like-
a rat with wings.
yeah.
no, that's a pigeon.
I need to do some inventory management. I think we're gonna move an alchemist fire from there into the backpack. Here we go. Inventory management completed.
Oh wait, hang on. There are 10 of these?
Based on the amount. I might have to change
Okay.
that though.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Are they? It doesn't say they're consumable. Something's squiffy here.
What are we looking at?
The Everair mask.
Oh.
Oh,
Mass produced for miners.
Either way, do you have any questions for your captives?
who are you working for? Why are you here?
Carmine, protecting
Um,
the goods.
So, first off, what's your name?
My name's John. This is Steve.
All right, John. Why'd you get to start working for Carmine and, betraying Miranda Bay and all that?
He pays well.
How well does he pay, would you say?
Not enough to die.
Well, that's a great
Shame.
answer. Have you heard any secret messages for like the crown, or do you interact with crown people when you get these weapons and stuff in?
Beyond the insignias on the crates, nothing.
Who delivers them?
Mine usually brings him in.
I tell the near-death guy to direct us to any of the rest of the goods to expedite our expedition.
He goes, sure, I'll take you to the rest of the goods.
Wonderful. Let's go, Marsh. Let's go find some stuff.
Yay! I love stuff. Oh my god.
As Mosh is probably carrying the 4 of the crates at
Oh,
the
yeah.
moment already.
I'm Karlak and BG3 carrying all the gunpowder barrels.
I have not finished that game or really started it at
love
all.
it.
Are we going up this way?
I don't know.
I'm lost.
Oh, there we go.
The rats
bunch
are
of doors here.
following me now.
You're the right way
By
though,
the way.
Mush. Yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah, going the right way?
The rats and my guy are following me.
Okay, what's in here?
This
Oh,
looks
another
to be
door.
the remains of people.
Uh-huh.
But beyond that, nothing of any real note.
By the way, while I'm walking, I'm gonna turn to John, who I'm pulling along, and I'm gonna go, what happened to Mr. Stinky? Because his cow is outside.
Oh, there's stuff down that way.
There's stuff up that way,
There's
too.
stuff over there. Matt, why is that? Why?
Why is
It's a
what?
little
Why?
pink.
Why is that lightish red, Matt?
Why is what?
We're going
Lightish
to go
red?
the other direction. Let's go this way, Mosh. What's down here?
Hey, Mosh.
Mm-hmm.
Off in the distance, you see an individual kind of hunched over a couple of bodies.
I look through my scope.
You get the HD as this creature seems to be nomming on those bodies.
Oh, no, I'm not. Are the bodies humanoid?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Hey, look, it's Nekna.
As
It
you
sure
look
is.
down, as you look down the scope at her, she stops her chewing and immediately looks in your direction.
What? No! I'm gonna immediately remove the scope and pretend that I didn't see her.
Before darting out of sight.
Oh, okay. We got a runner.
And with that, I should finish the session.
Cliffhanger. How could you?
How could I indeed? But
That was fun.
I mean, this is the first session of the last chapter for Hoist the Colors. Ah,
It's coming to a close.
it is.
I can't wait for me to reach my game plan for what I want to do with my final for my final post campaign epilogue for Sunshine. It's gonna be fun.
Is it going to be captaining a ship?
Maybe.
Sunshine retires and becomes a stinky cow farmer.
Maybe he becomes a stinky cow farmer.
Well, all that said, with our players having made their way into the East Bailey to hopefully excavate it from some goods that Carmine probably held aside, they've discovered a couple of other things like Lilac and the unfortunately deceased corpse of Captain Errol. But with the discovery of some sort of creature, a hag-like creature, shall we say, the dangers for our pirates seem to be ever increasing as we come to the end of Hoist the Colors. It's closer to it anyway. But if you want to find out what happens, you'll have to join us next week at 5:30 Australian Eastern Standard Time, where we'll be continuing Hoist the Colors, presented by Tabletop Obscura for Pathfinder 2nd Edition by Paizo Publishing, powered by Foundry VTT with music by Marco Gelfi. The VOD for this will be up within about 48 hours. And if you enjoyed this session, be sure to join us tomorrow night at 7 p.m, where we'll be continuing Gatewalkers. And we'll have our full party back as well, apparently. I'm excited.
Ooh, gatekeepers!
And on Wednesday for the proper premiere of Rusthinge, with a whole new party
Ooh.
that I don't think anyone
Whoa.
who's been tuning into these streams has ever seen before. Well, if you know Dwarf, but we
I
are
know
probably-
all of the people.
at least to some degree. All that said, considering we've mentioned him a couple of times tonight, it makes sense to raid.
It would make sense.
The raid has been created. Excellent. Well, thank you everyone for joining us this evening. It was a pleasure. It always is. I love doing this so damn much. I really do. But I hope you have a good day, a good night, a good week, no matter where you are in the world. And remember, as always, we are the storytellers. Good night, everyone!
Oh,
Bye! Arr.